And welcome back to the channel. So we are looking at the landing page for VinFast, which is the Vietnamese auto manufacturer who that plans to open up a plant in North Carolina, and it will be one of the largest investments, economic investments in the state's history. They've already identified a site. It's going to be in Chatham County, and the company will start initially with two different models in the United States. You have the VF9, and I believe they have also the VF8, which are the two models that will initially be proposed to customers in the United States. Now, something has been happening in Vietnam that has got people a bit worried. It's that there has been a crackdown on corruption in the country. Initially, it targeted bureaucrats, but slowly it has moved into the business sector with some high-profile, wealthy people in Vietnam being targeted. So people were worried that maybe the founder of and chairman of the VinFast group might be targeted, but so far he is in the clear, so there's no worries on that one. There's been a lot of investment in Vietnam recently, a lot of it going towards factories and real estate. So it's a very fast growing economy. And the good thing is that they've decided to actually manufacture the VF8 and VF9 in a new state of the art factory that they hope to construct in North Carolina. Now, these vehicles are very beautiful, as you guys can see. And they just recently also signed a deal with Amazon. So these vehicles will have Alexa in them. It's very, very, important for connected vehicles, to deliver entertainment and also useful information while you are behind the wheel in a very seamless manner. So the only thing that has people a bit worried is that they have a unique battery subscription model. So you don't actually own your battery. You are either leasing it or you are renting it from them. So you could lease it or you could rent, and then I think if you're renting, they limit you to just about 300 miles in a month. So I think many people will opt for the lease option. And that is about $160 for the larger VF9. And then when the battery drops, I believe they said 70% capacity, they replace the battery for free. And so that's the deal with these vehicles. They look really pretty. They were shown to the public at the New York International Auto Show, which was earlier in April. And you can see some of the specs, up to 402 horsepower for the VF9. I believe the VF8, which is a bit smaller, is faster, up to 369 miles of range, 10-year warranty. Just amazing specifications. If they can deliver on these, a lot of people will be migrating and getting these vehicles. The range is just at a very sweet spot, above 250 miles. Here they offer 292, 402 horsepower. So the acceleration will be quite brisk, and that's what is being reported by some of the automotive journalists who had the pleasure of seeing the vehicles, touching them, and test driving them. So there you have it, 5.3 seconds 0 to 60, and it's got dual motor all-wheel drive. The interior looks really, really futuristic but practical. So that's the one thing that many people are concerned about, the battery subscription model. Most people, even though they might have to change the battery at some point, they would just rather buy the vehicle and own the whole thing. It's not like you want to buy a vehicle and say, hey, every month you have to pay $5. That way, if you have a flat tire, we will replace it for free. People really don't want that. And I think it's a model that VinFast, being that they are a very fast moving company, they listen to their customer base. I think before the vehicles actually get released to the public and they start selling, or very early on, they will see that mentally people are not really ready to go into a subscription model for a car. Phone manufacturers, that's what they are doing now. More and more, you have to they're moving towards almost giving you the phone for free, and then you have to pay these monthly lease kind of deals. Apple, I think they're trying to do that for the iPhone 14. But nobody has really ventured out yet for anything like a phone or a vehicle where you have a subscription model. So it still remains to be seen if that can be done. There are many other things for which people said that cannot be done. It's impossible. It's difficult. People will not accept it. But when the product was brought to market, people actually, adopted the economy model, and it worked out for both parties. So these are just some of the specifications for the VF8. You have two trim levels, the Eco and the Plus, and it's for 5 adults, and the VF9, I believe it's for 7 adults. So that's what it looks like. And yeah, so that's what I had to share with you guys. Not much information about the proposed IPO. One of the reasons why I just made this video was just to highlight the fact that the Vietnamese economy is going through a little bit of turbulence. Over the past year, just before the pandemic, I mean, the economy was booming, and it has really gone to very, very elevated heights over the past couple of months, and now it's cooling down, and it has dropped a little bit amidst concerns of these high-profile businessmen being investigated, some being arrested for corruption. So that has cooled down the economy a little bit. But for VinFast, I don't think they have any issues as yet. Also, I believe they are going to start selling the VF8 and VF9 and other VinFast models in Israel, and there they are partnering with a local EV company through which they will be selling their vehicles. So very soon you will be able to get the VinFast cars in Israel through the local EV leader. So that's the story about VinFast. We're still waiting on more information about the IPO. I know it will be very highly anticipated because this company is not like many of the other startups, which is still exploring and trying to find its space within the EV sector or trying to find the ground with its feet. It is well planted. It has already produced vehicles. It has a capacity, and then the best part is they have a very state-of-the-art manufacturing facility, which is what they intend to replicate in the United States. So very minimal human intervention, state-of-the-art robots, and so the finished product, you can be guaranteed, will be top-notch. So we are all highly anticipating the IPO, which will come later in this year, 2022. All right, guys, that's what I had to share with you about VinFast, and hopefully we get more great news about the progress they were making on in the Chatham County site, which has been chosen for the new factory. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and I will catch you guys on the next story.